Brick City Evidence number 28. This is the start of their episode 3. Remember, the book had 5 chapters and their mockumentary had 5 episodes. Episode 3. Both the copyrighted book and the subsequent movie chronicle the struggle of the high school principal and the high school itself struggling within the system. From page 9 of the Brick City book. Mr. Shell was a nice, big, bald-headed man. He was even bigger than Jeep Thomas, way bigger. But even though he was nice and had a lot of good ideas for the school system, he was not exactly a father figure. Most of the students kept a respectful distance from him. Behind his back, some of them called him Seashell or Shellhead. He sat on the desk looking over 39 child adults. "People, what is going on here?" he asked. "Your teacher comes into my office crying, chalk dust all over her face, talking about she's had enough. I mean, the woman not only taught me, but many of your parents as well. I want to know what happened and why." Alright, so it continues on page 10 with Mr. Shell talking heroically, guiding the students in his charge. Go to page 98, Seashell and the soybeans. Mr. Shell, the high school principal, was alone in the dark and quiet building. He often came in on Saturdays to catch up on his paperwork. "I barely have time to do anything in between taking weapons away from the thugs at this school and trying to give a quality education at the same time." This was the same story that he repeated at Board of Education meetings and before the newspaper people, and it was starting to sound like a broken record. Alright, so here I go on page 98, 99, and 100. Get the book, see for yourself. Look at their video series, see for yourself how Mr. Shell is heroically guiding the students in the school through the school system and the solution that he comes up with. Here's what the copyright pirates came up with. Using Todd Warren, using Ras Baraka, because surely they didn't know that they were participating in the copyright violation of an artist's book. Did they?
Come on. Lunch break is over. Why are you sitting down? They standing up working, moving bodies. Bianca gets to sit down, everybody else is standing up working.
This school that we in right now ain't falling apart. We getting on how dirty and infested with mouses and roaches it is. It's disgusting in here. It's wrong. Because they done promised this building to us and we still ain't get it.
We were told at end of June, middle of July, this building was open. So we were preparing to move into this building come July. Now, unfortunately, we are a couple weeks behind schedule. It's going to be a month behind schedule.
Why should we have to settle for that, spending almost $100 million?
So here we see the principal of the school going through the dramatic struggles that his position presents to him. And in the book, it's Mr. Shell. In their video series, it's Ras Baraka.